welcome. I am Anna B, and I welcome you to this series. This is the Hidden Niche series, episode 6, where I go off to highlight YouTube creators who inspire me, hoping to motivate people over the age of 40 to start content creation. What is my goal? It's to encourage you to dream big, to live a fulfilling life, and to document your journey on YouTube for financial freedom. So if you're still doubting, let me tell you, midlife is the perfect time for you to start on YouTube. You might think it's too late or that YouTube is overcrowded, but today we are going to be learning from a wonderful lady on YouTube by the name of NANELLE GRIESELDA. This is a YouTube channel, and we're going to see why now is the best time for you to start. Now, I want to say, start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment because NANELLE, as you see, may not be in midlife. She's quite younger. But she proves one thing, that waiting for the perfect moment is going to be a mistake. She didn't overthink when she started this journey. She simply started and her channel has been thriving. In fact, NANELLE inspires me. I am thinking of starting a new channel and I know what it's going to be because she speaks to an audience that needs a voice. If you're over the age of 40 and you're still waiting for the right time, well, this is your sign to start now. Now, many people believe that YouTube is for younger creators. And that's not true. If you still believe in that, I want you to rethink it because if you're over the age of 40, you have a huge advantage. And I know people say this a lot, but you have life experience that is just unique to you. You have stories to tell. You understand people in ways that, the younger generation or the younger creators don't. There are millions of people just like you, just like me, looking for relatable content, looking for people in their age range to speak to them. Your audience is out there. You just have to start creating. If we're going to see how NANELLE started, I like to always visit the oldest tab of content creators just so I can see where they started, how their journey began. If you look at our oldest videos compared to our latest ones, you will see growth, in terms of views, in terms of numbers, in terms of our own personality. You'll see growth without fancy equipment. She sat down there on a sofa and teaching us how to become a nurse in the UK. How does one get into that? This is the beauty of YouTube. You don't need perfection. You just need a purpose. And her success didn't come from luck. It came from her showing up consistently, constantly teaching our audience, creating content that our audience needed, and her building trust over time. If you're scared to start, I want you to remember this. Every big YouTuber that you watch, each and every single one of your content creator, your favorite content YouTuber, they started with 0 subscribers. They started with absolutely nothing. And NANELLE she was once a beginner too. So I want you to take a look at what NANELLE does. She's a nurse. She's serving inspiration, lifestyle, and vlogs for everyone and anyone who is a nurse. Our main aim is to inspire, share tips, and inform other overseas nurses and professionals who are interested in coming to work in the UK. But she also talks about life in the UK in general as an immigrant. And you can see from her titles and her thumbnails, I mean, girl, she got into work really quickly. I don't even know how she got into all these thumbnails. They're exceptional. You would want to click if you're a nurse. I mean, look at that. Within how many videos? There's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She got 1,000 subscribers. And there's no doubt that's probably down to some shorts, but who knows? That was about 4 years ago. I think that's an impressive growth, and NANELLE is such an inspiration. She's serving inspiration every single day to anybody who will listen.
YouTube channel. My name is NANELLE GRIESELDA. I'm a proud Ghanaian and a UK registered nurse. Since I started posting stuff relating to my work here in the UK on social media, I've been getting loads of DMs on Instagram and on Snapchat where people were basically just asking how I became a UK registered nurse. And I'm always so happy to help people through the process. And I'm even happier, when I get to help them and then they get through it successfully. They get here They get their license, fully registered, they start practicing, they start making some money, and then they call me, just to say thank you or whatever. And no matter how small the part I played, I always find that emotionally satisfying. Like,
I mean, can I say any more than that? The lady is a walking inspiration and she's so passionate about what she does. When she starts she's done a latest video, by the way, of how people can come to the UK and become a nurse and register or train to be a nurse. She's doing an absolute great job. She's helping people become nurses, which is such a rewarding profession. Not only that, you have somebody who can support you with information along the way into a profession that you really want to get into. This can apply to any profession. That's our YouTube channel right there. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you work in HR, if you're an engineer, if you're the only woman in construction, people want to get into these fields. She picked a niche that aligned with her passion and her expertise. That's the secret to sustainable growth, because you can while you're working, you can continue to talk about the work that you're doing, what you love about it, what you don't you love about it. And your niche doesn't have to be complicated. You can ask yourself, for instance, what do I know that others want to learn? Where am I at in life that people are trying to get to? What do people always ask me about? What could I talk about for hours? Those are the topics that will help you. And once you've found that particular topic that sings to you, I want you to run with it, because that's exactly what Nanelle did. She mixed niches together to serve a community, to serve a purpose. And that is why our channel has been growing so fast. I'm not trying to say to you that our YouTube growth is magic. It's not magic, it's strategy, because she posted consistently. As you can see, she never fails. Even now, in recent times, as the law changes, as the government updates any immigration law, she's back on here trying to tell our community, to help our community, to raise awareness. She has studied our audience because she is our audience. She's an immigrant, she's a nurse. She created videos that answered real questions, and she uses strong titles and thumbnails and click worthy but not clickbait. She has engaged with her audience. Every comment matters to her. She's constantly looking for opportunities for our audience. Look at that. The must know pathway to earn £60,000 per year. I actually watched it and I'm not even a nurse. I watched this video from start to end, and it applies to even non nurses like me. So when you consume content, you want to start thinking as a producer of content. She creates binge-worthy content. I can listen to Nanelle from morning till night. She, the lady has a voice of a go-getter. If you haven't got your things together, she will get you together. You know, I think one major lesson that I've learned from Nanelle's content is that she creates videos that solve problems for nurses, for immigrants, for nurses, for immigrant nurses in the UK. And our audience tend to see themselves in her. They trust her because she understands their struggle. She is in this struggle with them. The woman is constantly documenting life, and she does it in such a clever way, because you can see when she starts preparing for her British passport, her life in the UK test, how expensive it is, how terrifying the process is. You can see her applying for a British citizenship application. So you don't need to go viral to succeed. You just need to connect deeply with your audience. And that's exactly what Nanelle does. And what you can do too if you're over the age of 40. You need to stop relying on your job alone, because it is very risky. Nanelle is a registered nurse in the UK and she's a content creator. So if she can do both, what is stopping you from doing the same thing? The economy is not smiling. The economy shifts. Companies will change. Nothing is guaranteed. But building a YouTube channel, that puts control into your hands. And Nanelle is creating a future beyond traditional work. So you can as well. You just need to start small and do it on the side. The key though is you have to start. You can't keep talking about it. You just need to start. Manel successfully combines her niches because they are topics that apply to her. Find something that applies to you. So don't wait. Pick up your camera, share your story, take that first step towards building something that lasts, because the best time to start is when you got it right. It is now. So I will see you on Sunday for episode 7 of the Eden niche or niches. Who knows which creator I will be featuring next or whose house I'll be going to. Until my next one. See you.